Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today's pick a card is your transformative message on this Halloween. So this is a transformative Halloween message for you guys. Going on, brand with Halloween, with the Day of the Dead. Death equals transformation. So how is your life? How are you transforming? How's the energy transforming within the 31st, within the Halloween energy and the threshold that we're passing through here? Because death is a threshold. It's almost, it's a death and rebirth. It's a transformation. It's a portal. All right, so that's what we're going to be focusing our reading on today. And as always, if you are new to this channel, welcome. We are always led by spirit on this channel. I never pre-plan or pre-pick anything. Everything is chosen in the moment by spirit. All right, so thank you for coming along and hanging out. Pile 1, we have the 5 of Cups with the Rhodonite here. Okay, pile 2, we have the Lovers with the Jade. And pile 3, we have the Hermit with the Hematite. Okay, so super excited for your Halloween messages today. And also, sorry, I forgot to say happy Halloween first and foremost, guys. So happy Halloween. And I'll give you guys some time to meditate on your cards, and I will see you in your piles. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading today. Happy Halloween, pile 1. I hope you're going to have a fun day or night today, whether you have kids or you're going out on your own, going to a party, or just handing out candy. Or maybe you don't even celebrate Halloween, and that's cool too. Regardless, okay, this is a transformational message for you. All right, so we got the 5 of Cups here. You got your Rhodonite. I'm going to put that to the side. And we're going to see what this 5 of Cups is all about. Okay, I'm going to get some more information for you from Spirit here before I begin speaking. Where I'm at, I'm actually in Ireland visiting my sister, Northern Ireland in Belfast, and they celebrate, it's called Samhain, I believe it's pronounced. All of these cards, look at this, got a big stack here. All of these, yep. They want me to take all of those. We trust in the process. In the process we trust. In God we trust. In Spirit we trust. Okay, so this is your transformational message. It's funny, okay, from this 5 of Cups specifically, you can see, look, it's spilled milk, right? She's like, oh no, I spilled the milk, but look how many creatures are benefiting from her mistake. What's a seeming mistake, right? It's like there's maybe unknown benefits here. All right, but we're going to see. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. We have the 6 of Wands with victory. So you're having victory. So with this transformative message, with this transformation, crossing that death threshold of October 31st, okay, you're experiencing what once was a loss. Once you felt disappointment from maybe results, from a situation. Maybe you felt like your hard-earned work or effort you didn't get to benefit from, but maybe others did, and they took advantage of it, and you felt like you didn't get anything out of it. It could be some kind of energy like that. This could be a seeming failure, not getting the results you wanted. yeah, just getting disappointed. This could be in a relationship, this could be in work. This could just be within progress, okay, within something where you're like, it's just not what I imagined it to be. This is not giving me back what I thought it would, okay? But look, it's like, even if you didn't think, you think it was going wrong, it was like, maybe you put out a message, you're putting out work, and you're like, I don't know, people aren't really digging it like I thought they would. But look, there's so many people enjoying it. And so I think it was more enjoyed or more beneficial than you thought originally. Okay, but either way, look at this. Speak about crossing a threshold, right? Talk about, yeah, like entering a new phase, a new stage. You're having a victory. 6 of Wands. You're having success, okay? It can also even talk about being well known for something, getting recognized for a job well done, getting recognized for all of the work that you put in, for all of the, hard striving that you had to commit to. All of the striving, all of the work, all of the effort, even in the toughest of moments. You could talk about a marathon when it gets really, really hard. It's a battle. It's a battle to see things not work out the way you wanted to and keep going. Keep trying, keep striving, right? Even when we're tired and we're frustrated and, and sometimes even deeper than that, depressed or just sad or disheartened. And yeah, feeling like maybe all of the fun is sucked out of it. Whatever it was like, oh man, I'm struggling. Like, she's in tattered clothes, right? This is supposed to feed me. This is supposed to nourish me. And I just spilled it everywhere. Or, maybe someone else knocked it over, and it all got spilt. And it all got, messed up or whatever it was. You had to do it again, over and over again. Okay, you are having victory with this threshold, crossing this in this new transformation is about you having a win. You finally getting to drink the milk. You finally getting the reward for all your effort. Okay, you finally getting to have, what you were putting in return back to you in a big way. You are having a victory. Okay. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Gourmet Chef. Wow, nice. You have the Ten of Cups. Satiety. I don't know. I got to look that word up. I still haven't done it. Let me know if you know what that means. But I did look it up. I just have never really heard this word before. But it basically means like, and it means the Ten of Cups. It's an overwhelming joy, overwhelming sense of joy, love, freedom. Okay, it's feeling overwhelmed with joy and love. Okay, so good. Oh my gosh, you have the Ten of Pentacles with wealth and the Ten of Cups. You're getting both tens here. Pile number one. Your situation's completely turning around. That's incredible. And it's because you kept practicing. You kept going at it, right? Slow and steady. You're like, I'm going to show up every single day. I'm going to, do it again, even though the first time I did it, or the first few times, it didn't work out for me, right? The milk was spilled. The disappointment was there. But I'm not going to let that deter me. I'm not going to let that keep me down. I'm going to go back and do it again. I'm going to go back and refill it. I'm going to go back and retry, trying again until it's perfect, or until it's how I want it, or until every time I improve, every time I get better. And that is paying off. Look at this, 10-10. You're getting recognized. You're getting rewarded. You're having a victory. You're having, wow, like emotional overwhelm, wealth, okay? You're hitting the jackpot here, emotionally and abundantly, okay, in the physical with wealth. So if this is you building a business or your career, and this is you having a finally crossing some kind of big threshold, some kind of big achievement, okay, getting past something that's really big for you, right? And it's like a big moment where I'm like, wow, I got here. I finally got here, after being so, showing up day in, day out, really doing my best work, really taking my time with it, being diligent, being disciplined. Okay, this is now all paying off. You are crossing into a new threshold of life where you're experiencing overwhelm of love and success. Okay, where you're actually able to build something of great value. So wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, look at that. 10, 10, 10, dude. Oppression. It's the end of oppression. It's the end. This is the 10 of Wands. The end of the difficulty of it feeling so hard. Look, we're having victory over the difficulty. Excuse me. Where we felt blocked. We felt held back, right? We felt like, oh man, our situation was oppressing us, perhaps, right? Our finances made it feel oppressed, made it feel difficult to get where we wanted to go or achieve what we wanted to achieve. Okay, so this difficulty and the 10 of Wands, it's basically the hardest part, right? Because it's all of the hard work. It's building the foundation. It's making the mistakes and having to pick ourselves up and keep going when we're tired, when we're hungry, right? When we just want to give up. But we didn't. And now we're getting the reward, 10, 10, 10. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are seeing that. But this is the threshold that we're crossing. This is 10s are completion. So we're completing a difficult cycle in our lives where it wasn't working, where we had to put in so much effort, where we're just, we're learning the mistakes. We're learning how to vibe into something. Like, okay, getting good at something. Anything that we try to do, whether it be a business, a creative project, a relationship, okay, it takes work, it takes practice, it takes effort, it takes showing up every day. With the Knight of Pentacles, I've got a goal. I've got something that I want to do or need to do, and I'm going to show up every single day diligently. Take my time, slow and steady. I know things of worth take time and effort. Okay, and so that's what you did. It's like I'm coming in for this day in, day out, and I'm getting it. I'm getting my wealth, I'm getting my business, I'm getting my happiness, I'm getting my joy, I'm getting this thing that means so much to me, right? No more disappointments, no more feeling, overwhelmed, grief, sad. It's not working. To, I did it. Oh my God. This is like a huge milestone for you. You're crossing the threshold into abundance, into wealth, into happiness, out of oppression. Good for you. And look at that. Into more pleasure, into being able to enjoy ourselves. 6 of Cups. Okay. There's a lot of pleasure, a lot of good feelings here. So this could be it. Let's say you start doing really well in your career, in your business. It really is going to reflect positively in your relationships. Okay, you're going to be able to treat each other better. You're going to be feeling more elated, right? Okay, now we can enjoy ourselves a little more. Now we can relax a little more, right? Now we've kind of built this up into a good spot, and it's bringing you closer together. These two people are married. You can see the wedding rings there. And it's like, getting to kind of like relax a little more. Like we don't have to do all the heavy lifting. Now I can relax. Now I can kind of let loose a little bit, let go, focus on maybe love, focus on relationship a little more, where we're both feeling, wow, we've just got over something really difficult. Maybe for some, this was a difficulty in relationships. Okay. And now I'm meeting someone who's very reliable. I'm having finally a victory and meeting someone who is my person, okay? Who is my person? And maybe us together, we build wealth, or they're wealthy and I move in, there's something here, but it's improving on all scales. My home life and my wealth, my riches, my career, okay? The Fool, okay? Yes, this is the threshold. An ending brings in new beginnings, a new cycle in our lives, okay? A new doorway, a new opening is here for us to walk through it. A new opening of pleasure where things are working out, where we're able to, enjoy ourselves more, enjoy the company of others more, take ourselves out, treat ourselves better, right? it's just like life is now leveling up for you guys in a big way, and it feels good. Okay, it feels good. So this is your transformational message, transformative message. It's like life's going from disappointing to overwhelmingly good. And good is a very small word there. Overwhelmingly, insanely good. Okay, beautiful. Jovial. Okay, look at this. Another 10, y'all. That's 4 10s. Pile number 1, you are having the most change out of, I haven't even read the other piles yet, but for sure, you're the pile with the most change. You're the pile coming into your fortune. It is your time. It is your time, pile 1. Wheel of Fortune here to say change is coming. Change is taking you out of oppression, feeling limited, disappointed, locked up, oppressed. I can't do what I want, or I can't be myself. And these are, it's disappointing, it's difficult for me to get ahead, to like, whoo, I'm on a new level. I'm having, a big victory. I'm having a big success. People are finally, noticing me. People are finally noticing my work. I'm getting a raise at work because of a big project I worked on. It did really well. I'm finally meeting that person of my dreams. Okay, I meet them in this really crazy situation. We're both doing so well. We're both coming up together, and we're building and we're growing, and it's just creating this much more pleasurable life. And it's just crazy. It's like night and day difference. Like, I really want to show that night and day. 5 to the 10, 5 being the struggle, 10 being the, excess of wealth and happiness. So there's something big changing here. How it's going to change is going to be different for all of you, but I really feel like it's something that you've been working at for a long time. You've been putting in a lot of effort into this, and it's been giving you nothing but struggle and disappointment. And finally, this is starting to work, okay? No thingness. This is a Hierophant. It was like this void, okay? And it's like you've been in the void, you're being spat out by the void, okay? And this is another 5. It's crazy, the 5s and the 10s. It's like a switch. We were in a void, just kind of like trying to figure it out, what's going on here. And now we're being spat out on the other end into the 10s, into like abundance. It's going to feel like it's like unlimited potential here. It's not grasping onto anything. And that's kind of an advice here as well, is to not grasp, to kind of just go with the changes, go with the flow of how things are changing. Try not to figure it all out. Kind of just sit and trust. Okay, sit and trust in where you're being spat out, basically. Like, I don't know what's going on here because there's so much changing. Oh my God, look at this. You'll never guess. At the bottom of the deck, trust. I literally just flipped that over as I was saying that. And there it is, okay? You're in a void. And that's what this thing is. And they want to spit you out on the other end. And just trust where you're being led. Trust where you're falling, okay? Trust where spirit is guiding you. And trust where you'll land. Because where you're landing is somewhere really, really amazing, okay? So much more happiness. So much more abundance. So much, more fulfillment, okay? You just trust in spirit right now. Trust in your higher self and your guidance and where you're being led, okay? Because it is truly leading you to more pleasure, more love, more wealth, okay? Victory. Wow. Sorry, there's a little hair. Okay. All right. So we have impasse and trickery. Okay. So this is giving me, like, basically anything that you might see as an obstacle was merely a trick, was merely like, it's not an obstacle, it's not a blockage at all. It's almost, okay, hold on, I'm gonna let spirit talk to me here. So basically they wanted to say that whatever was blocked before, I think it was to teach you how to get out of almost like naivety in a way. So the pathway of this abundance and this change was here so that you'd learn how to value what you have over what other people have, to value your own skills, talents, assets, thoughts, viewpoints, okay, your own intuition, what you have and the skills that you hold, okay, how you see things. They wanted you to value that over the tricks of other people saying, oh, well, this is better. This is better for you. This could be people trying to manipulate, trying to trick you into wanting or buying into things that weren't for you. Okay, if that makes sense. We're like, oh, this is, yeah, you want this. This is better. No, don't trust yourself. Don't trust what you think. Look at this. Doesn't this look pretty? Isn't this nice? Okay, and so let's try to fit that into a real life example. Okay, so let's say we could do relationship for some, if this is relationship, okay? You're this person, you're going out on dates, right? You have all of these talents and assets and whatnot. And these people keep trying to, that you're going out with, manipulating you into, oh, you're not good enough. You should be this way, right? And then so you always kind of fall into the trap of, okay, well, I'll make myself into this person that they want me to be because this person seems like a high value person. This person seems someone good, someone I would like to be in a relationship with. And so you change yourself. But that was the trick. The trick was them. And what you had was the real value, what was good for you. And so you had to learn how to stay true to yourself, how to listen only to yourself, how to stick with, your own feelings. And that could be, oh, your intuition's telling you, stay away from this person. But you're like, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because, I don't want to be mean or I don't want to be rude. Maybe they have something, they make a lot of money or they have a lot of friends, so they must be a good person. And so we had to learn kind of the hard way to not get tricked. That's what our block was. That's what was keeping us from this. If you're wondering, like, why was I here for so long? Or why was I dealing with these disappointments for so long? It was so that you would stay true to your own vision, to your own self, to your own intuition. You had to keep coming up against getting tricked, buying and falling for things that, that weren't for you ultimately. And that could be jobs. That could be saying, oh, look, I have this big paycheck for you. All you got to do is sell your soul. You got to show up and do this work that you're going to hate. And you're like, well, it seems like a good opportunity, blah, blah, blah. I'll do it. And then you just get more and more tired, more and more disappointed. It ends up you getting fired anyway or something like that. Okay. So you had to really learn to trust in yourself, to trust in your own path. Okay. That's why you were in this process. Okay. To further, deeper listen to yourself and yourself only. Not buy into the stories, the falsehoods, the false dreams of others. Yeah, exactly. The Five of Wands, obstacles and challenges. That's why we were facing all of these obstacles and challenges here. And the Tower with disruption. So with these two cards coming out together, this is telling me within the 31st, okay, within this threshold, there's going to be a big disruption, a big falling down of some kind of old way of being, some kind of old foundation that was in an energy, okay? This is more so energetic than anything, where things weren't working, where things just felt like obstacle after obstacle. Again, with the 5, you've been in a time of struggle. You've been in a time of learning, Fives are learning. They're struggled to learn. And now we're finally getting to overcome. We're getting to the 6. We're getting to the victory. We're getting past the 5, past the struggle, past the having to learn the hard lessons. Okay? Having to pull ourselves. It's the hardest work is the 5s, right? Having to pull ourselves and challenge ourselves and come up against obstacle and blockage and all of these things. But that is now falling down. Okay? It's coming down. It's coming apart. And I really think this is energetic. I think you've found some kind of alignment, or you've learned some kind of lesson, which is now triggering the Wheel of Fortune, triggering the change. You got 4 10s, dude. You're at the end of a big cycle and you're beginning a new cycle. And it just so happens that 10 is October, okay? It's the 10th month and it's the very end day of the 10th month. Meaning you, with the 31st, with the end of October is the end of this difficulty, is the end of the obstacles, okay? You're going to have some kind of big moment, some big milestone where you're like, I know I'm done with this. Something's just triggered. Something's now working. We're getting over it. Okay. There's something here where it's just shifting and moving, and we're done. We're done with the struggle. We're done with the difficulty, and it's going to feel good. Things are going to start flowing. It's going to be easy, and you're going to see things start to build. More harmony coming into your life, coming into your finances, coming into your relationships. Like, it's crazy. And it's just because now you're trusting yourself more than those around you, or more than people online, more than, all these other people who are maybe trying to put doubt into your head, doubt into your mind about your path or yourself or whatever it was. Okay. You had to keep going at it until you trusted you. You trusted what you could do, your skills, okay, your talents. And you just kept having to repeat it, kept having to come to the table, do it over again. Okay, I see it. I know my skill now. I know that I can do this. I know I can listen to myself, and I'll lead myself in the right way. And so this is the threshold that you are crossing now. And there we go. Root chakra, the base. Okay, this is what you are healing. Your root, okay? Your safety, your security, your sense of self, your groundedness, trusting yourself, getting your own security. Okay, that's what you are overcoming, is that sense of self, of groundedness. Okay, safety within you. Okay, so that was your reading today. That was your transformative, message for for your Halloween. I'm actually going to get one more card for you guys. Spirit's calling me for one more. I'm going to get you guys an oracle. Okay. Wow, we got Dream Thief. 13. Death. Transformation. Holy snaps. Dream Thief. Refusal of the call. Okay, we're going to read that out of the book. Halloween is so big for you guys. It's insane. Like, this is going to be a big day, a big energetic shift. Please be very present with the energy on Thursday. Okay. It's going to be big. Okay. 13. You are having a huge transformation, a huge death and rebirth. Rejection of the path of fulfillment, refusal of the call. The dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. Woo! So there's something in your life within you that is being laid dormant. Okay, whatever reason you were, allowing other things or other people to make you stuck or keep you in a certain place, but that is now ending. Okay, there is a big disruption happening in your life, and you are meant to go with it. You are meant to trust, to answer the call, okay, to have this new beginning, and to just trust that you are being led to your victory, to a positive change. Stop telling the old stories. Stop thinking about all the disappointments and what didn't go right, and open the doors to the new potential, to what is going right and to what is happening, and enter them, knowing that it is not a repeat of the past. It is new and fresh energy, okay? And it is calling you. It is waiting for you to embark upon it. All right, pile number 1, that was your reading today. Thank you so much for coming. I loved your energy. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. And also, if it did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, pile 1. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your transformative Halloween message. Happy Halloween, guys. Where I'm at, whether you do or don't, you don't have to celebrate Halloween at all. Regardless, this is a transformative message for you guys. All right. I'm actually in Northern Ireland right now, and up here in, the Celtic regions, they call it Samhain. So yeah, it's a big time. There's big portals, being opened and shifting, and so we're doing a special message just for that. And you guys were attracted to the Lovers card here. I'm going to give you a closer look at this. Okay. And the jade, the beautiful jade of abundance, prosperity. We're going to put your stone just over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pull some more cards just to get some more detail on this card here. I really feel this portal opening up, this transformational energy is bringing you closer to someone or something that I really feel like you've been at it for a while, whether it's a relationship or it's a career or it's a dream or it's a wish. Okay, you've been at it, meaning you've been putting in a lot of effort so far already. It's been something that you've been putting in the time, putting in the effort, putting in the work. And I think you're entering a new space of ease. Okay, a new space of appreciation, a new space of love and peace. Alignment together. Okay, alignment, and just it feels the best it's ever felt. It feels the most right, like we've gotten past the hardest part of this, and now we're entering a really positive space. Okay, so I'm just gonna let Spirit here guide me. These two. Okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles with failure. This one's a little difficult to see because it's really dark, but it's all red lights. Okay, that's how I'm looking at this, is that it's like, it's just red light after red light. And that goes so well with the message that I was getting. And then we have the Princess of Cups, the Page of Cups, the costume designer. the Eight of Wands with swiftness. Knight of Cups, the seducer. And wow, there we go. Four of Wands with completion. Just the cherry on top of the message here. I want to place these kind of a little better, but you know, what can you do? Yeah. Yeah, so in the past where there's been a lot of failures, a lot of stop signs, a lot of maybe red flags, okay? We have the Page and we have the Knight of Cups. So within something definitely emotionally charged. So yeah, it's like this could definitely be a creative project for some and definitely love for others. And maybe it's both as well, okay? But there is, and maybe this is just the energy. Maybe this is just where it's felt like life has been, right? Where it's like we're trying something new. We're trying to get something off the ground, or we're just learning. We're just growing, right? And within that learning and growing, maybe we've been doing it with a partner and we've been trying to create our own business and our own creative projects, right? And we've been just learning a lot about ourselves, a lot about how to make this work, coming up against a lot of difficulties, a lot of stop signs, okay, a lot of blocks. Okay, now we're up against this. Now we have to get over this, or now I have to challenge myself on how to do this. Okay, I really have this dream of being a dressmaker, costume designer. But I'm not very good at sewing. So first I have to learn how to sew. That's my first stop sign, right? I have to learn how to sew. Okay, I'm getting better. Keep going. Now I have to learn how to, put in a zipper. That's a whole other challenge. So, and then I have to learn how to, get someone to buy the dress. Okay. So it's all of these things, right? It's all of these things when we're learning something new, when we're trying to get aligned with something or someone. Even you're going out together, right? And we're learning about each other. And at first, there's a lot of things that we come up against that are our own red flags and blocks, and that's going to be in even the most perfect relationships. There are always warning signs. And it's not even to say stop. It's just that there are things that traumas and past learnings that we've all had to learn from, and that we all have to heal from. And so we meet that other person, and they help us do that. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they're not still difficult, and we fail a lot of times. We break up a lot of times. We have to get over things. Okay, we have to help each other heal and forgive and let go. But I'm seeing now is that there is a swiftness. There is now a successful completion. Now we are graduating out of this level of having to learn and forgive, or all of the stops, all of the blocks, all of the things that were there in our way that were blocking us from this completion, this freedom of the Four of Wands, right? This togetherness. It could be marriage. This is a big milestone. Okay, it could be graduation from school, right? Maybe you were going to fashion school or art school or whatever it was, and learning is failure. It is. The process goes hand in hand, right? So anything that we want that is of value, we have to learn how to fail at. We have to learn. Okay, this is not something to stop me. This is just something for me to figure out how to get past. Okay, and so now we're finally crossing into this threshold, and the Eight of Wands is the key. It's the threshold forward. It's the movement out of the learning process, out of, the hardest part of trying to figure it out. which is the school. It's like we're graduating from school. We're graduating from the page and from the night, and we're swiftly being delivered into this new transformative time where we're in alignment, where things are feeling easier, and we've finally gotten past, we've graduated, right? We're coming into a more aligned, easier time. Could be marriage, could be actual graduation, could be getting that job, could be getting that, the career moving and it's starting to work. Okay, it's going to look a bit different for everyone. But yeah, I'm going to get the top of the card here. Yeah, 10 of Swords here with ruin. Okay, it's the end of difficulty. It's the end of hardship here. The end of a tough cycle where things felt hard. Maybe we were, we see kind of like drugs being cooked here. Like we could be getting past some of the most difficult parts of ourselves and other people or this thing, right? It really showed us to ourselves. It really, and vice versa, right? It really showed like where I'm hung up and what habits of mine are stopping me from having this success or having this victory or having this, success in relationship. Okay. Yes. And there we go. Another 10. Okay. But this time it's the Wheel of Fortune. This time it's saying the difficulty is over, and the Wheel of Fortune is here to say your fortune is changing. With the 10s, okay, we are in the 10th month, October. Okay, 10s are the end of a cycle. We're wrapping up a very big cycle in our lives, and having finally success and victory, completion. Again, and we have completion right there. Okay, completion of the failures, completion of the blockages. We've matured, we've grown up, we've finally aligned to something, and it's going to feel a lot easier, a lot more peaceful, a lot more successful with ease. Okay, it's going to be working a lot easier now. Okay, and beautiful. And literally, Halloween is the last day of the 10th month, so it is a big completion. We are walking through a major threshold, okay, with swiftness, and it's going to start as soon as Halloween is done, as soon as we're straight into November, which will be my next reading. Okay, it'll be the November reading. It's like things are going to start picking up, things are going to start progressing really fast in a beautiful way. Okay, and it's like, wow, it's like it really feels like I've dropped a huge burden. It really feels like I've graduated. I'm past something big. And it's going to start. Oh my gosh, guys. The Master. This is an extra card in this deck. This is the Osho deck. Okay. This is an extra card. The Master. This is the end all be all. This is reaching enlightenment. Reaching that state of masterhood. Okay. Being fully aligned, fully awakened, fully aware. Wow. So a lot of you are coming into divine alignment with your higher self. And it's not a lot of you. This is your message. This is you. You are all coming into divine alignment with your higher self. Okay. And it's like you're crossing. This is your graduation where you're coming into a new area of enlightenment, of awareness. That's why it's getting easier. It's because you figured things out in this process of all of these failures and all of these stops. So you kept going into yourself. Where is it that I need to improve? Where is it that I need to, become more aware? You are having a huge celebration, a huge milestone and completion of your spiritual learning, of your spiritual awareness. It's going to make life a lot easier, flow a lot easier, okay? Because you are aligned with your higher self. And the desire, the higher desire, it's not me, it's not in my body. I'm just moving, and I am, acting from that higher place of the divine plan, right? Where I'm getting spiritual and divine inspiration. And that is what I act upon in each and every moment, making my life very easy, and more successful, and more peaceful, more abundant. And it's more joy, and I don't have to come up against all of these blocks or failures anymore. I have completed that. Wow. Yes, you're receiving. Okay, you've healed. You have healed, pile 2, and now it is your time to receive. You have mastered something. You have mastered yourself, your path, okay, this thing. And now you are coming into receptivity, where you are receiving divine guidance, divine love. You are aligned. You are the lotus flower opening up. You might even have a Kundalini awakening. You might have something obvious. It might not be super obvious, but it might just be an energetic shift where it's like, I feel different. I just feel more in trust. I feel more in flow. And now everything that I do, that I touch, it just works. And I don't have to overthink, overplan, overdo, or doubt, overthink. Okay. It's just natural. It's just flowing. It just works. Okay. And at the bottom, I love that. It's the 7 of Pentacles again, but this time it's patience. This time it's feeling good and in flow and trusting, right? Trusting that everything has its time, that this, this creation, or whatever, anything that I focus my creative attention on or want to create, I now know and I trust that everything is in time. Everything has its, ebbs and flows, that I don't stress about anything, that I just allow. So I'm in my allowing phase, my receptivity phase. Everything that is meant for me will come to me within trust, within flow, within divine time. Beautiful. Yeah, it's like before we were still getting seduced by life, by desire, by, goals, people, okay? And now it's like, I just trust and I'm in flow. Anything that is necessary to come into my life, it will be there. And it's going to be right. It's going to be at the right time. And so things are coming in for you, but it's like not having to worry about it anymore, not stressing about where, when, how. It's just knowing. I just know it's coming in, and I know every action that I take is divinely guided, and I don't have to worry. And oh my gosh, the sun. Are you kidding me? That's it. That is it. This is the Most High. This is saying, I got you. I got you. We're coming into an enlightened time in our lives. Things are feeling so good, so aligned, so divinely guided, that the sun is shining on you, that you're going to receive success, but you don't have to worry about it. You just be you. You just shine, okay? And watch how things blossom and bloom. You are the master, okay? You are enlightened. 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Something that you were lacking before. This is you being, you were still broken. You were still bruised. You were still had all of these blockages here, right? And that's why life was there to teach you, to kept coming up on you, to say, where are you still hurt? Where are you still having wounds? Where are you still believing that you're sick, or you don't deserve, you're broken, okay? And you are now being healed. This is your enlightenment out of lack, out of insecurity, out of things not working, out of you not having what you need, or not having enough, or having to work so hard for it. This is now, just sitting in that gratitude, sitting in yourself, sitting in trust, having a new spiritual awakening, a new spiritual enlightenment that completely melts away the 5 of Pentacles. And you are just sitting in love and gratitude and in alignment with your higher self, with what God wants for you. And you are just fulfilling God's wishes, God's desires through you, and watching that, blossom and bloom in your life, and no longer feeling hurt or attacked, bullied by life, by anyone around you. No longer. Okay, look at that at the bottom of the deck. Death, baby, death. 13. This is October. This is Halloween, sorry. October. Oops, excuse me. I just burped when I was talking. October 31st. Okay, it just gave you a little spooky voice there. Yeah, this is your transformation. This is what's happening. You're coming from being in a place of not having, feeling alone, feeling lack, not having the funds you need, not having the love you need, to feeling totally in peace, in that enlightened phase, in that masterhood, master of your emotion, master of your mind, master of your world. Okay, by giving it all to God, by giving it all to spirit, by giving complete trust. And that is what you're walking into. It's just walking in complete faith and trust always, and just having it all happen for you. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. I love it. And I keep seeing repeating numbers, by the way. I haven't said it because it kind of distracts me, but 1919 I just saw, and that's the sun. Okay, 19. So that could be a big number for you guys, but that's 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. So that's 10, 10. Again, a completion of a cycle. Okay, the 10 is big. It's the ending. It's a completion. It's a change, a big shift and change energetically for you, happening within you spiritually. You are having a new awakening, an enlightenment within this threshold. Okay, we're going to get you guys one last message to end off your reading here. This beautiful, beautiful reading. Okay, so you have 57, unmarked trail, revelation. Wow, this is masterhood. Look at that. Through the labyrinth, through the maze, you find ultimate balance. And look at that, as above, so below. That's what's happening, is that your inner world and your outer world are finally going to come into straight alignment, into matching. The beauty that you have created and you have transformed within yourself is now going to be reflected in your outer world. Oh my gosh, cool. Okay, let's see. An unprecedented experience, discovery, revelation. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would have not accomplished their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you are following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character. Try the outrageous and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly. Take with you only the essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. Okay, amazing. So obviously you guys, within this threshold here that we are crossing, within this major change and shift that's occurring and this completion, you guys are entering a space in which not many have entered, in which not many have gone down, a choice that and a road that not many have followed. In fact, you might be the only one. It's very unique, and there are revelations and teachings and growths for your soul that only your soul knows about, and that only your soul can get to. Okay, so it's not the time to kind of doubt. It's the time to just trust in your heart, even if it makes no sense to other people, especially if it makes no sense to other people. Okay, it's about completely following in trust of your higher guidance, of your higher self, and knowing that it is leading you to your masterhood, to your enlightenment, okay, to an awakening, and to more love, success, freedom, okay, happiness. Your ultimate awakening is beckoning you, okay? And so you might be entering an unknown space in which you won't have anything from the past to kind of reference. It's going to need your full awareness, your full presence and attention, your full heart to be open, okay, to allow this to come in, to allow yourself to take everything that you need to gain, okay? So yeah, it's like you are coming into freedom within the spiritual mind, okay, into more alignment within yourself, and that might bring some challenges, okay? But all systems are a go. Anything that felt blocked or stopped before is about to open up, and you are going to be set into this. So stay diligent, stay aware, stay present, okay, because you have everything to gain. You are truly, this is for you, for your soul's enlightenment and involvement. All right. So yeah, stay present within each moment, and learn as much as you can. Stay just, in your trust, in your faith. The universe has got you. God has got you, and you are being led by that same power. All right. So that was your reading today, pile number 2. What an incredible and powerful reading that was. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if you resonated with it in the comments. Also, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile number 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your transformative Halloween message. Happy Halloween, whether you celebrate Halloween or not. Okay, this is still going to be a transformative message that is happening within this threshold, okay? This threshold of death and transformation that we are crossing here. Yeah, it's going to look different for everybody, but let's see what Spirit's message is for you at this time. All right, so you've got the hematite here. I'm just going to put it off to the side. And the Hermit. So you might be he's entering this forest here. It's almost entering an unknown space. And that could be within yourself, within your own growth, within your path. Okay, but he has this stag behind him, meaning that you are guided, you are protected, and that you are stable, that you are secure. In this search. You might be even, maybe some of you are heading into an unknown state of life or a new space that you've never experienced before, that you've never explored before. So let's begin. Let's get some more information here. It's almost like, yeah, an awakening of some kind. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, the Public Defender. We have the Prince of Cups, the filmmaker. This is the Knight of Cups. You have Justice. And you have the Emperor. Oh, we got one more. We're going to take that, yeah. And you have the Knight of Cups, the Seducer. I'm going to take one more. Yeah, you have the Princess of Cups. This is the Page, the costume designer, These two also were in pile number 2, so check that out if you're feeling called. Okay, might be a message in there for you. Let me see here. Yeah, so I'm really getting from this Hermit card and with Justice and the Emperor, it's almost like you're entering a new space in which you're becoming a leader. We have the Public Defender, Queen of Wands. We have Justice. We have the Emperor. It's almost as though you are being asked to step up into a higher role, into a leadership role, okay, because you have found some kind of balance, some kind of inner strength, okay, that is now, it's like now you're ready. Now you're ready. It's like you now have the determination. You're now going to find out kind of what all of this inner work has been preparing you for. Okay, especially if you've been doing a lot of self-learning, self-healing, observation. The Hermit is all about getting to know thyself. Okay, who you are on a deep level, and now we're entering a new space in which is unknown. Okay, which maybe we've never been challenged to step into before. Okay, we have the courthouse here, and we do have Justice. It's almost as though you found the judge within yourself. So you found the divine balance, which is going to allow you to become this great leader because you are balanced, because your judgments are balanced, because you're able to see both sides of an argument. You're able to and it's looking very stern here. We have a lot of stern faces. Also very joyful faces, but we'll get to those. What's standing out to me is a sternness, which is very Hermit. It's very discernment. Okay, it's knowing the truth. The truth isn't always easy, and knowing to kind of when to say no, which is very, very key to becoming an emperor, to becoming a leader. Okay, a fair and honest leader. When to be able to, put your fist down and say no, but also when to know how to have fun. Okay. So yeah, it's like you've kind of learned your own inner balance for your life, for how you want your life to look, your vision, okay, to be created. Okay. You have a vision. You have something that you want to fulfill, you want to create, or you want to become. And so it was like you were on this inner journey to find this balance within you, to find the inner, I don't want to say perfection, but it is like that. It's like I'm going in to find my balance, right? To find me in all of this. What makes me tick? What makes me, happy and want to get up every morning? What makes me, and healing all of the past things, so I'm not going in with my own shit that's going to mess things up, right? I'm not going in with my own projections, right? I really want to show up and be fair. I want to be a fair and honest leader. I want to do better than those that came before me. I want to become, my truest and highest self. Right. So I made these sacrifices. So I went off on my own, and I disciplined, and I sacrificed. I went without, and that allowed me to see without seeing. That allowed me to find my truth, find my own thought, to become that inner judge that can lead, that can be, honest above all else and truthful above all else, above feelings, above, people's, critical, critiques and opinions. I had to find my own voice and my thoughts, my truth, beyond that. Okay. Beyond the seductions of the maybe physical world. Maybe you had to sacrifice, fun, drinking, partying, okay, for something higher, for a greater cause. Okay. I had a vision that I wanted to create, and you are finally stepping into that vision, into that creation. Okay. And you've made the sacrifices, right? You've done the self-reflection. You saw where the pitfalls are of you, of society, okay, of the world, what creates chaos, what creates victimhood, what creates, these maybe more undesirable results in your eyes, okay? And so you took yourself out and you kind of cut out everything that you knew you didn't want, and you found your balance. You found your keys to success, your keys to your vision of your life and your success, your meaning, your purpose. We have the moon with past lives. We have the King of Wands with the Creator, finding your inner creator. We have the King and Queen of Wands here now. We have the Fool. And we have the Ace of Swords with consciousness. So this is exactly it. You were in the Hermit, in the moon. You were in this time of looking within your inner world, doing all of the emotional reflection, doing what are other people's expectations, what are the lives of other people, what are the things that have been passed down to me, what can be useful to me, what's not useful to me, right? Breaking the karmic patterns of the past and of those who came before, creating your own life, creating your own vision for your life beyond what others expected of you, beyond what others have done, okay? Becoming your own creator, having your own original vision of yourself and of your life and of your idea, okay? And truly stepping into that one original, creator, the original thought, being an original thinker, being at one with God and the collective consciousness, having that true openness of mind and thought, and stepping into that, okay, stepping into this full trust of where I'm being led and where my own mind and thoughts are leading me, right? Not where everyone else thinks I should go, not what my parents or their parents or the parents of whoever or my friends, whatever they're doing has nothing to do with me, right? And it's disconnecting from all of that and saying, what is it that I want from my life? What is my true original vision for myself, from my experiences, from all the things that I like and dislike and have learned and have unlearned, right? Going in with a fresh slate, being that fresh slate, being that fresh creator of, okay, these are my new principles and values that I've learned from going into hermit mode, from figuring out myself and my path, right? And what are my higher truths, right? What feels good to me? What feels right in my life? It's making sacrifices, right? For this higher vision, right? For my originality, right? And how I want this to be, okay? And not compromising on that vision. And now it's like, and now going in, just not even knowing, right? And I'm like, I don't even know if this is going to work out. I don't know if this is going to turn out, but I'm trusting. I'm having all of the faith in the world, even when it seems dangerous, this seems foolish. Everyone's telling me it's foolish, right? I'm somewhere that no one has ever dared to go, or even dreamt that they could go, or that was possible to go, but here I am, right? Here I am doing it. Here I am doing it in my way, in the way that feels right and the most natural to me, right? Even though everyone's telling me that's not the way it's done, or that can't be done, or it's not possible, or you're a fool. You're a fool, right? I bet you this group has been told you're a fool many a times. I bet you. But they didn't know that you were the smartest of all, because you were following your own inner guidance, your own inner light. That does not make sense to anyone, because you are a true original. You are deeply connected to something higher, and you take that in, even if you don't understand where it's coming from, and you let that guide you. Woo! Wow, this is unreal. This is unreal. Yeah, we have at the bottom of the deck two of swords with schizophrenia. You are crossing the threshold from one end of life to the other. It's like you're finally ready. And a lot of, it's like you listen, you hear things not everyone hears, and it looks dangerous, but you know what you're doing. You live between worlds, okay? But you are crossing a threshold now into another world, into where you are finally stepping up. You are finally being crowned the leader of your life. You're entering a new space, okay, where you are in the creator seat, and you are being respected in that seat, okay, because it's working. It's finally working. You're coming out of the figuring it out, and you're stepping into, here it is, and here I am doing it, okay. You might have someone by your side with this. There are divine counterparts here. That's just a message for some. Your vision is finally coming to the forefront. Yeah, becoming a reality for you. Look at that. You have the Ace of Swords again, twice. Okay, that one, and this one. You're very much a swords person. You might be a good speaker. That might be what you do. Creator, of course, anything creative. But your mind, you're a true original. You're a true original of thought. You're very smart. You're very, out there, one of a kind, very unique in your thought, in your way that you process things. Okay. And so there's no wonder that you've either been isolated, you've been doing things your own way, or alone. That's made you maybe isolated, or not understood. Okay. But this threshold is that you're finally having this new beginning. Okay. Where you're having the success, you're having the victory. Okay. You're finally coming into the groundedness of your awareness and having this beginning. Yeah. King of Cups. You're coming into your healed state. It's like all of this work you've done you're now becoming a leader of your own kingdom, of your own life, of this creation, okay, where you're living day to day in this enlightened state. But you're able to achieve your goals in the way that you've always dreamed, and live your life in the way that you've always dreamed. We have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Cups again, a second time. Yeah, you had to go deep within the waters of your emotions, especially it's like mind and emotion here. We had to come into divine balance of mind and emotion, where they were aligned with what, our thoughts affecting our emotions, therefore affecting our actions, what I was believing to be true about myself and my life, what I believed to I be deserving of. I had a lot to heal. I had a lot to look at. There was a lot that I was believing about myself that was keeping me down. That was keeping me stuck. That was keeping me in lack, keeping me in insecurity. Okay, keeping me victimized, feeling that life is out to get me, or this and this is, unfair. Okay, I had to step up in my life. I had to step up and learn, how to become a leader, how to become my own power source, my own emotional stability, my own anchor within uncertainty, within flow, within movements, within life, you know, not draw on the lives of others, but only on my own mind, my own heart, my own emotions, my own experiences. And so I had to have experiences. I had to go make the mistakes. I had to go screw up, try things out, see what didn't work, see what worked, take all those things. And now I found my balance. Now I can walk in true balance, in true knowing of my recipe, of my way. Okay, this is my way. I know my way now. I know I can't drink, right? I've cut that out, right? I've sacrificed that for a higher calling. I've sacrificed, you know, frivolous relationships. I've sacrificed bad food. I've sacrificed for this greater purpose. I want to become a parent, so I've sacrificed, doing things that would compromise a happy home. Okay, for example, I want to become a leader of a business of my own creation, and so I must learn. You know, I must learn business. I must learn how to spend wisely. So I sacrificed, you know, spending my money on frivolous things. Okay, so it was all of that. It was all that where we were bruised and bumped and insecure and hurt by life, by the past, by those who came before us. This was our karma that we had to deal with, that we were carrying. So I had to go deep into the waters of myself, of my emotional self, and come through that and anchor myself, you know, within that. And then having this new vision, this new clarity, this new success, victory, enlightenment of me, of my own thought, a new consciousness that I'm birthing within myself and my life. Wow. Oops. Okay. I just butchered that shuffle. Butchered that shuffle. Throat chakra. Yeah, I keep getting that. The voice is important. The throat, the ace. We got the ace twice, ace of swords. Thought, speech. That could be, you know, connected to what you do. You could be, you know, you becoming a clear channel. But the thought, the communication is super key with you guys. It's becoming a clear channel of divine light and love and truth. Okay, and only speaking that, only communicating the highest of ideas and the most original ideas. Okay, it's only speaking, maybe speaking with importance, speaking with love, right? Coming from the most loving place. Maybe that's what we were, you know, I only want to make sure, like, being really disciplined within our thoughts and the thoughts that we keep about ourselves, about other people, about life, because we know that our thoughts manifest and our words manifest our reality, right? And so becoming extremely disciplined with our thoughts and our words, right? And seeing that change, seeing our lives change through that way of learning, through that way of becoming enlightened, right? Becoming an original. Maybe you guys are artists or singers and your communication is key, right? And it's like trusting my own original thought, trusting my own way of communicating, my own way of expressing myself. Exactly. Standing my ground on my truth and on my knowing of what I receive, right? How I what I receive, and then how I express that truth. And truth was what we said in the beginning with justice, right? Truth and honesty is above all for you guys. You are the judge, you are the discernment, you are the voice. Okay, you might be stepping up as a leader, right? And your voice is going to be very important. The words you speak are going to be very important. The thoughts you keep, okay? And so you are now taking the staff, stand your ground, you know, defending what you know to be your truth, your right in this life. Just saw 222 on the camera there. Your truth. What, oh my God, judgment, the truth, okay? You are stepping into your truth. You are awakening to your truth. Look at the balance, the scales. It's balanced. You're now walking through this portal, this threshold, okay, with the 31st. You are awakening to your higher truth, okay? You are the truth. You are the truth, and you are stepping through into that truth, into the reflection of that truth. Holy smokes. Okay, we're going to get you guys one last card here to end you off. Keep seeing the Joyful Muse. Okay. 43, overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Beautiful. Now, we also at the bottom, 44, perfect storm, the courage to step into life. Okay, I'm going to read this one out of the book for you guys. But again, with the crow, a lot with the bird, with the feather, the air, the voice, the thought, the speech. Okay, you are stepping into a time of where your voice, your words, or your expression is going to have weight. Okay, is going to have weight. People are going to listen to you. You're going to lead in some way, and it's very important. And you're stepping through into this time where you are going to lead with your words, with your expression, with your truth. Okay. So many good things are headed your way or are already occurring in your life right now, yet you may be thinking that they're not possible or you're not worthy of them. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of your conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There is so much beauty and love. Opportunities and divine synchronicities destined to support your dreams abound and are lined up for you. Yet it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation, distracting you from the truth that all is well. Sometimes all this overflow can be overwhelming, and you may find yourself responding with empathy overload. Empathy overload occurs when you tune into the collective angst and fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's unmanageable. You feel like you're drowning in those emotions. It's time to allow yourself to detach. Bring yourself to your life. Restore your faith in a power greater than you, and remind yourself to focus on your smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. I love this message because it's basically saying there's so much. This is the Shaman's Dream Oracle, by the way. There is so much good happening in your life coming in. So don't get overwhelmed, especially because there might be a lot going on in the world. Maybe you're always looking at stock or Bitcoin prices or whatever it is, and or the housing market, and you're like, oh, how is this all going to work? You might have to detach from all those things, or certain elections, whatever it is, detach from the bigger world and focus on your world. Focus on all of the shift and changes and overflow and blessings that are happening for you, and the change and the blessings that you can help and give within your own world. So all of the good that you can do, all of the positive things that are happening, all of the things that you can help with and you can lead others into, okay? So it's just saying to focus on that. Focus on your blessings, the blessings occurring, because there's so much there for you to be grateful for without trying to overthink about everything all at once, which is going to put a damper on all of the good things happening in your life. Okay, it truly is blessings and miracles happening for you at this time. And I also want to read this one for you guys. It's Spirit's calling me to do it. And it's 43, 44. So it just seems aligned. An invitation to act now, the courage to step into life, sheltering from turbulence. When the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent, time. The winds are picking up, and you need to be sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that will take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around. Recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things we are most attached to that are taken first, as if we're trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take on the storm in all of its terrifying greatness. And experiencing the fullness of life, you will succeed. Wow, incredible. So there are big shifts and happenings and things happening for you. So go with it. Take them on head first. Go in it. Take it for all that it's worth. Take it for all that is there for you to take, okay? Because there is a lot. And to not get overwhelmed by the shifting and the changing and the movement, because it is bringing you into this place of plenty, of overflow, of blessings, okay? For your growth, for your evolvement as a leader, as a soul, into this thing that your vision that you want to create. Okay, pile number 3, that was your reading. What an incredible reading that was. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. Yeah, and also let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Also, happy Halloween. Please enjoy your day. It's going to be a good one. Let me know if you dress up as anything. I'd love to hear about that. Yeah, and if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I guess that's all. I'll see you on the next one. Pile number 3. All of my love. Peace.